be one thing that if you do that thing, everything else will be easier or unnecessary. The question is, do you know what it is? Right?
Well, for real estate, I can remember back when we did the Millionaire Real Estate Agent, we came up with the task of a real estate agent. Was that like 400 tasks that a real estate agent has to perform to do their duty?
Sure, well that's what happens.
But we know what the first one is.
Well, we know what the only one is. We know what the one thing that if you do that, everything else is easier or unnecessary, and the one thing that if you don't do, everything will be unnecessary.
Yeah, you won't have a business anymore. We know what that is.
Yeah. So let's go back and answer your question then. So what's the one thing for Keller Williams International, if it wants to grow its business, that if it does this one thing, everything else is easier or unnecessary? What do you think the one thing is? It's finding great RDs. If we have great RDs throughout the country, and they know what their one thing is, which will be what? What's the one thing of great RDs?
Find great OPs.
To find great OPs. And by the way, if those great OPs then go do their one thing, that if it's done, everything else is easier and unnecessary. What do great OPs do?
Find great team leaders.
They find great team leaders. And oh, by the way, if great team leaders do their one thing such that by doing it, everything else will be easier and unnecessary, what's their one thing they're supposed to go do?
Find great agents.
Right, and if great agents go out and do their one thing such that by doing it, everything else will be easier or unnecessary, what's the one thing that agents are supposed to go do?
Find great listings.
Right, exactly. That's it. And if you're a mega agent, what's the one thing you then must do in order to lever that business to the highest level?
Gotta find talented.
Duh!